Hey guys, today I'll be showing you a personal project that I've been working on over the past few days. I made this game in Python using a library called Tkinter or Tkinter, and it's a replica of the game Word Connect. Here is a picture of the game Word Connect, which is the inspiration of my project. The basic idea of the game is to create words from the letters you're given. I originally started this project to learn more about object-oriented programming. First, I'll show the finished project, then I'll briefly dive into the code. So here we have the menu for the game. The menu screen has three options that the user can click. The How to Play button takes you to a screen which briefly explains the purpose of the game as well as how the controls work. After the user has had a good read, they can click the back button to go back to the menu screen. The two other buttons are the two different modes in the game. There is a 3 strikes mode and a 60-second mode. So upon clicking the 60-second mode button, the user is taken to the game and the timer starts straight away. The user has 60 seconds to create as many words as they can using these letters given in the bottom section. For example, we can spell rum. And you can see that these are the letters the user has selected. And once the letters are selected, they are disabled in the bottom section, so the user cannot click them again. If the user wants to delete the selection, they can click this delete button and it will get unselected. Upon clicking submit, the word is submitted and it goes in the 3-letter slot. This way, the user has to fill in all the slots before the timer runs out. If the user clicks a word that has already been entered, the user is warned, already submitted. And as you can see, the timer has run out and the letters have disappeared. This retry button allows the user to replay the game in the same mode with a different set of letters. If the user clicks the retry button, the timer will restart from 60 seconds. So as you can see, I've made a mistake here. Instead of writing this, I wrote THIG. So I can click the back button to delete my selection and re-click the letters to form a word. So as you can see, I've filled in all the slots with 2 seconds left. That means I have completed the level successfully. And we have a green button to go on to the next set of letters. I should probably change this next set text to something like good job. So that is the basic idea of the 60-second mode. To return to the menu screen, the user can simply click the back button. The user can also play the 3 strikes mode. In this mode, there is a strike for every word that you submit that does not exist. For example, if the user submits a word such as NNI and the word does not exist, the user is given a strike. And a message is also indicated to the user to let them know that the word that they have formed does not exist. As you can see here. I have also added checks in the game to make sure the user is not cheating the system. For example, if the user has submitted the word old, and they notice that there is another slot with 3 letters in them, they could try enter the same word. But my game checks for this, and if the user tries to submit this, there will be a message saying already submitted. There are also other messages I've added. For example, if I enter a word such as on, and now there is no 2-letter word slots, and if the user tries to enter another word, for example an, it will tell them that there is no 2-letter slots, making the player more aware of the situation of the board. If the user does get 3 strikes, the game is over, and they can retry the game. And that pretty much wraps up the whole game. I have created this game using a library called Tkinter or Tkinter, which allows you to create graphical user interfaces for your desktop. Now I do admit the code is pretty messy, but I will be rewriting it. Something I should mention is, initially, to get hold of the words and to check if the word exists in the English dictionary, I was using an API called Words API. But as you can see, the latency was too huge to be ignored, and the game was incredibly slow. So instead, I ended up using a JSON file containing over 466,000 English words. I cleaned up the data, and I was able to achieve the same result with the JSON file, except this time it was much faster than using the API. I hope you guys liked this project showcase video, and you can give me any sort of suggestions or feedbacks down in the comments, and I'll happily have a look at them and maybe try implement them into the project. Thank you for watching.